Hey everyone, and welcome to today's tutorial. In this video, I'm going to walk you through everything you need to know about creating fixed assets in Business Central. We'll start with the basics, how to create a fixed asset individually, step by step. Then I'll show you how to save time by copying an existing asset, because sometimes the quickest way to create a new asset is just to duplicate an old one. And finally, we'll dive into a more advanced feature, creating multiple fixed assets directly from a purchase invoice, which is super useful if you're dealing with bulk asset acquisitions. By the end of this video, you'll have a solid understanding of how to create your fixed assets efficiently and accurately in Business Central. So let's head over to Business Central and take a look. So here we are in Business Central. First thing I'm going to do is navigate to the fixed asset list view. So the fixed asset list view is a list of all of our fixed assets. And to create a fixed asset from scratch, I'm going to just click on the new button at the top. This will then open me up a new fixed asset card. I can tab off the number field to get the next number available in the number series, and then I need to give this asset a description. So I'm going to purchase a laptop. I then need to assign that asset to a fixed asset class code. So a laptop is tangible. And then I also need to assign it to a fixed asset subclass code. And I'm going to class this laptop as equipment. And that's it. My asset is now available to work with. I can copy this fixed asset directly from the fixed asset card, or I can also copy it from the list view. So if we come back into the card, I can click on copy fixed asset. It's then going to ask me which asset I want to copy from. It's guessed that I'm doing it from asset 180 because that's where I've generated the action from. How many copies I want to generate, and then I've selected to reuse the number series. So just click OK. And if I now come out of that card and back to the list view, you'll see that it's created 4 new laptops. Okay, so I've now got 5 laptops available to acquire. The other way that we can create multiple fixed assets is actually from purchase document. So if I search for purchase invoices, and we go into a new purchase invoice. So we've got this invoice here, Fabricam. I'm going to call it, just put asset test into the vendor number because we'll need that to post it. So we've got the fixed asset type on the line, and I'm now going to select one of the laptops. Okay, so we'll select this laptop here. Now, if I entered in a quantity of 1 here and price of the laptop, and if we preview post this document, what it's going to do is going to create 1 fixed asset ledger entry, which is the acquisition cost for asset 180. Okay. Now, if I change this quantity to 5 and then I preview post it again, you'll see that I've still only got 1 fixed asset ledger entry. So although I'm saying quantity of 5 on the invoice, the system knows that it's only linked to that 1 asset. So if you want to create multiple assets from the purchase document, so I'll change the quantity back to 1, what I actually need is an additional column. So I'm gonna just expand out this screen and we will go into personalize, click on add a field, select into the line section, and we have number of fixed asset cards as an available field. So I'm going to click on the icon there to unhide it. And I'm going to show it on the purchase line, and now click done to come out of the personalization. So if I now go over and find out where my new field is, so I've got number of fixed asset cards. So if I put a 5 in there, and then we preview post again, you'll see that there's actually 5 fixed asset ledger entries that are going to be created. So it's created me another 4 assets based on the one that I'd already selected. Okay, so you're going to need at least 1 asset to start with, then you can generate others off the back of it. Now, the other thing to consider is that it will split the cost. Okay, so it was £1,000 on the line, so it's done me. It split that out equally into £200 chunks. If these laptops were £1,000 each, I could now change that quantity to 5, which will then give me a total of 5,000 for the line. And then if we go back into preview post, you will see that it has equally split that value across the 5 laptops. Okay, So I'm going to post this invoice now. Don't need to open it up. And if we go back to our fixed asset list view, you'll see now that I've got some more laptops down the bottom. Okay. And you'll see that they're all acquired, as well as 180, which is the one that I started with. Okay. All right, that's all for today's tutorial on creating fixed assets in Business Central. I hope you found this guide helpful. If you enjoyed the video or learned something new, don't forget to hit that like button. It really helps out the channel. And if you have any questions or need clarification, drop a comment below. I'd love to hear from you and help out however I can. Also, if you want to stay updated with more helpful tutorials like this one, be sure to subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss any future content. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.